Hello to everybody at Fox Renderfarm. So my name is Jinko Gotoh, and I produce animated features. I'm based in Los Angeles. So when I was very young, the first movie I saw was Lady and the Tramp, which is a Disney movie. And I fell in love with the medium where I could see dogs talking, and these dogs lived in America. And at the time, my father was traveling to the US, and eventually we would move to the US. And so I imagined the US would look like Lady and the Tramp. And I just fell in love with that idea of it. And then shortly after, I met the creator of Astro Boy, Osamu Tezuka. And when I visited his studio, and he showed me his artwork of how he was drawing on cell animation and showing me background paintings and layout, I knew that this is what I wanted to do when I grew up. First of all, I love storytelling, and I love the medium of animation and the power of these stories, how it can affect audiences of all age. Whether you're a little child or you're a grandparent, I think a lot of these animated films work on multiple levels. What I love about our medium is that it allows for audiences to all sit together and watch the film together, but each person gets a different experience from it because these stories are so rich. Well, there's so much amazing culturally, right? If you look at culturally, Japan, China, a lot of Asian countries have so many wonderful stories that we haven't told the rest of the world, and I think there's an opportunity. And I want to see filmmakers coming out of these Asian countries that share these stories globally. And so I think, when you have conferences like this, SIGGRAPH Asia, it brings people together, and I hope, film festivals bring people together so that we can bring more Asian stories to the global audience. So I think, we need to look at technology as not as something that we're afraid of. We want to use technology to really help us be better creators, right? Rather than looking at technology to take away work from us. So I think, there was a good example today in the art exhibit where they were showing how they shot all this video footage, but using AI technology, the creator was able to create something that they wouldn't have otherwise. So I want, to make sure that this technology really help the creators versus having the concern or fear that technology like AI is going to take work away. So I think there's a misrepresentation and misunderstanding, as well as also, yes, AI could take away work, right? So I think we need to be better educated and really figure out how to make these technology work towards how we help creators. Like I spoke this morning, I think what's very exciting to me is that we have now open source, we have real-time engine, we have access to so much technology that was very, very expensive and costly when I was starting in the industry. And today now they're accessible. So we're democratizing technology so anyone and anywhere in the world can really access this to create. And I think the power of people putting things up on YouTube and TikTok is helping people learn how to use these tools and how to become filmmakers. So that to me is really, really exciting, because it's allowing people, all creators, to be able to create so that best stories can be told regardless of where you're coming from. It's hard to articulate because producing has so many different elements. But I think the real key to great producing is how to put a great team together of people that really collaborate creatively. So being able to select people and being a partner to the filmmaker or the director of the film, saying, how do you assemble that team? Because filmmaking is a collaborative process. So for me, I think a great producer is not just a great storyteller and a partner to the director, but also someone who can assemble a collaborative team that creates the best content. You know, if you believe in something, I mean, everything is hard to do, right? There's nothing simple about life. And if you want to be very good at something, it takes, you know, skill, talent, hard work, but nothing should stop you, because if that's what you want to do, and that's what you're passionate about, don't let that stop you. We're not going to hit 50-50 by 2025. We started around 20%, now we're at 32%. So we've made an incremental change, but we need a lot more change happening to hit 50-50 by 2025. And I think what we've been able to do, and with support of the industry and recognition by the industry, is the importance of diverse crew. It's not just gender, it's also, for me, what's important is race and nationality. So the more diverse the team is, the better storyteller you're going to be and better films you're going to make, because you're taking perspective from all kinds of people, and that allows you to have great films that really relate to everyone. So to me, that's very important. And we can't stop the work, especially when, you know, economically things get very difficult and challenging, is that it's so easy for us to just go back to people that we know can do the work, but we cannot forget the importance of having a very diverse team. Well, it's so exciting to see so many Asians here, because, you know, typically in SIGGRAPH, you know, Asians are not necessarily the majority, right? We're a small segment of it. So to be able to see so many people from different Asian countries all gathered together here, to me, is very exciting, because I feel like I'm seeing people that look like me.